Hello and welcome to Honey's Kitchen. Today I'm going to take you through the recipe for making your homemade pizza dough. Very easy and very simple. Let's get started. So our ingredients, we have our flour, 5 cups of flour. We have some olive oil. Then we have 1.5 teaspoon of yeast, active yeast. Then sugar, and then 1.5 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so we first of all sift our flour to remove any clumps. You can choose to skip this part and then go ahead and then just use your flour, but I would like to sift my flour, so I'm doing that. At this point, I am pouring the water I will need for the dough into a bowl. Then I will add my 1/2 teaspoon of sugar to the water. This is to help activate the yeast. I will stir it into the water briefly, and then we'll add our other ingredients. I'll add my yeast to the solution and then stir it in. When the solution bubbles, it indicates that the yeast is active and we are good to go. I'll add my flour to the solution. I'll add my salt as well. It all goes in there. I'll add my olive oil. Then I'm going to stir all the ingredients in together. So I'm doing that. So we'll keep stirring until we have all ingredients mixed together. So our dough is ready now, and I'm going to transfer it onto a board, and we are going to knead it in a bit. Okay, so I transferred it onto the board and I'm going to knead it for a while. Make sure you're using the base of the palm to make it more easier. So I have an already greased bowl ready. I'm going to put our dough in there, and we are going to leave it in the fridge overnight, or you can choose to leave it on the counter for about 2 hours. But in my case, I would prefer to put it in the fridge overnight and then use it tomorrow. I grease the bowl with some oil. You can do this with any oil you have. There is no specific one that you need to use. Our dough is in now, and I'm going to cover the bowl up with some cling film, and then it goes straight into the fridge. If you want to leave it on the counter, you may want to cover with and leave it for about 2 hours. Now, have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? What are you waiting for? Kindly tap on the subscribe button below this video so you have notifications for all our new recipes. Interact with us on our Facebook page. So you can send us your comments, your feedback, and we would love to interact with you. So I have covered it up with a cling film, as you can see, and it's going straight into the fridge. I'm going to keep it overnight, and then I would continue with our pizza. So this is it, as you can see, straight from the fridge, and it's all ready, and we're going to knead it a little bit, so we'll do that in a bit. I have transferred the dough to the board now, and we are going to knead it just a little bit, and then we are good to go. We are going to start off with our pizza in no time. I am done kneading the dough, but I'm not going to use all. And this dough can make about 2 large size pieces and a small one. So I'm going to divide it into about 3 parts, and then store the rest in the fridge, and then use a part for my pizza. I have divided the pizza into 3 parts, and then I'm going to cover up with a napkin. I'm going to leave it on the countertop for about 30 minutes, and then I can go about making my tasty pizza. Our pizza dough is now ready, and so you can use it for any pizza recipe you want to use it for, and then you may want to save it in the freezer if you have excess. I would demonstrate how I do mine. You can do it in a plastic container that is freezer safe. Usually I use the Ziploc, and I'll show you in a bit how I do that. So you can continue watching how to make pizza by just getting to the channel and then watching the video on how to continue with the pizza recipe. So this is to show you how I store my pizza dough. I just put them in the Ziploc, and then I put them in the freezer. This is one that I've taken out of the freezer and I've allowed to thaw. And so it's ready. You just need it a little bit, and then you can use it. So this is it, straight from the fridge. It has thawed and then very soft and ready for use. So usually if you have excess dough, you may want to save it in the freezer and use it some other time. Okay, so we have come to the end of today's episode. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope you enjoyed them. Please do give us feedback. We hope you found this video very helpful, and do not forget to subscribe.